What's going on out there, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Now, you guys know anytime you get to a fresh setup, to allow it a few ticks so it can do what it do. All right? Now, this one right here, shout out to my dude, Rui Alvin. He been asking me for a couple of weeks. He said, hey, man, is there a setup out there, with cars? I actually got another one, but I chose to do this one first. It's actually another one. I think Breeze got it. This one right here comes from C-Man. Shout out C-Man and Breeze, too. Shout them out. Shout out everybody that do their thing, as far as for the community, bringing us this type of content, building these things and stuff like that, man. I'm just showing you guys, giving you guys options out there, all right? And I'm starting to feel a lot of heat about the little app thing and everything. I might have to go live for this one. But anyway, I'm not going to take too many of your ticks on this one. Everybody know how C-Man get down. Widgets, none. Sub menus are hidden. You can turn them on, and I'm glad we're here. Let's go into skin settings. Let's see what we got in here. If you guys do want to turn on the sub menus, you could just put sub menu always visible right here if you guys would like it. But what I want to do is go to extras, and I think this is one of the key features in any setup. Okay, it's called autocomplete feature. Okay. And this gives you the virtual keyboard if you guys search. Now, it's something real important about this. Let's see if it's already here. Okay, it's not here. So that means we have to get it. Okay. So now what's important about this is once you do acquire this, it's real important to turn it on. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, got it, but it's not on. So let's just make sure we put it on. All right, and that's about it for that. We just take you guys around for a tick or two, see what we got going on here. We got our Asgard. Okay. And that's about it. What we got? 2, 3, 4. About 5 sections. Nothing too major. Okay. But it to me, guys, I'm gonna tell you, all that matters for me is things are updated, and that's updated in my settings. That's what I really thrive on that when I get to a setup. I want to know what I can and what I can't do, what's able to be enabled and what can't. Let's go on here and make sure everything's up and ready to go. Everything's up and ready to go. And this section right here, if you guys would have had any updates, it would have been here. And I recommend always keeping things fresh and ready to go. All right. Now I want to click in here and go to my video player input stream. Okay, so now both of these do enable. Majority of times, you guys will see the input stream adaptive, and you won't see the RTMP input. Go ahead and enable the input stream adaptive. Okay, and before you enable it, just long press on it, and you can get the information there. All right. And as well, when you go get the RTMP input, before you get it, go ahead and long press on it and get the information there. Okay, now once you guys get the information, if you don't understand it, it's easy to Google it. You should be able to get the gist of what it's all about. All right. Let me show you guys how to get the RTMP input. To get that, we want to go to install from repo, and then we want to go to all repos. Now, once we're in all repos, we want to just go all the way back to video player input stream, and you should see the RTMP input here. Just go ahead and enable it. But again, before you enable it, just go ahead and see what it's all about. Right? And like I said, nothing too major to go through on this one. All I'm going to do now is go to System. And what I want to focus on here is Player. Okay. Now, it's real important when you guys get here to make sure you're on Expert. Now, you can do what I do on Advanced, but why not be on Expert? And what I want you guys to do before I even get to where I want to go, I want you guys to take a mental picture of this, because this is how your setup should look when you're here at all times. I mean, you can adjust the display refresh rate if you would like, but it flickers, and for the purposes of this video, I never put it on. You can minimize black bars if you want. I think it's about 20%. How far does it go? Yeah, I think you could do about 20%. Yeah. Display 4:3 videos as. I would keep that on normal and then change it if something was wrong actually when I'm in something. But all I want to do is really talk about enable HQ scalers for scaling above. You guys can actually see what this is. If you pay attention to the bottom of the screen, you see it is moving slowly. You can read what this actually does. Me personally, I like to have mine on 100 for all the devices, 3 gigabytes and up, like your NVIDIA Shields and various other devices. Okay. Now for my medium devices, Fire TVs and Cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes, those are 2 gigabyte devices. I like to have those on about 50 or 60. And for your small end devices like your Fire Stick and things of that nature, I tend to like to have it on, 20 or 30. All right. But I can't stress this enough. People always get used to checking this section out, especially when you get to a brand new setup, because they could have it amped up for something your device cannot handle. All right. Just know what your device is able to do. Okay. That's real important too. Knowing what your device is capable of. All right. Let's see what we got here. Nothing else for me to do now. People would just go straight into our program add-ons. And once we get into the wizard, people, okay, which will be C-Mans or Funster, whichever wizard you go to, I would recommend guys check out some of the things that's in here. You know, you don't have to just stick to what I'm dealing with. Okay, there's plenty of things in here for you guys to check out if you would like. But what I want to do is go to maintenance. And what I like to do before I write my advanced settings is get myself a total cleanup. So I just clean all. And after I'm there, I like to go to tools. Okay. Now what I like to do, I like to go to full config. But if you guys aren't familiar with this, I would recommend going to quick config and just take what they already have preset. Don't forget to write the file. Okay. Now if you do it that way and you write the file, just restart your setup. Me personally, I like to go to full config. All right. Now my video cache size, I like to bump it all the way up. My curl timeout, I leave alone. My read buffer factor, I like to bump that all the way up. And for my buffer mode, instead of me having it on 2, I like to have it on 1. Now, if you guys read some of this stuff, it should make sense to you. But whatever you should choose to do, just make sure you guys write the file. After you have written the file on anything, whether it be quick or full, you can check on your settings here. And like I said, there's nothing else to do now but restart. After that's done, people, you should have a decent experience here. Shouldn't be any issues or problems. Let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe, but most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace.